man-child. What's up? This is the man-child. What's up, sweetheart? Say hello.
Hi, how's everybody?
Hi, James.
Hello.
Hi,
James is here. He's got so much beautiful new stuff in the studio.
It does look
Looking
great.
awesome.
Thank you.
So, everybody, hello. I know we're all still dealing with Corona, and we got to remember there's other things out there that can hurt you.
What?
I know there's other things still. We can't forget about the things. I mean, super gonorrhea is still a huge problem in Canada.
I'm not okay.
Dude, it's incurable by antibiotics. Think about having the clap for the rest of your life. It's like wearing a mask. Anyways, but I'm staying safe because I've realized the less I'm on stage right now, I can't get validated. So I need people to smile at me. So I wear a mask when I'm outside too, so people are nice to me. It's true. No, I'm serious. I need to be liked right now. I'm starting to feel a little.
That's the only reason you wear a mask?
And because Corona is real.
Okay.
It's real. But I got an antibody test last week because I came off an airplane and I was getting some blood work done anyways, and they did it, and it happened real quick. So I don't know about the CVS thing that's taking 14 days, but if you have real insurance, get it. Sadly, I don't mean if you don't. I'm not saying, ooh, I have great insurance, but just look into it.
Okay, so.
What? Jeez, you gonna yell at me?
No.
What's up, honey?
How is our, we made a pact. We made promises.
Okay, yes, we made a pact. We started on Monday, which was I was giving up some sugar. I mean, and I told Hilaire to give up some booze, not because she's an alcoholic, but because I'm giving up cake. She gives up something that gives, because this is the thing, we all have something that we need to take a deep breath. Some people smoke something, drink something, have some sex. Some people take deep breaths, which I think is one of the most boring and simple ones, but apparently it works.
It's actually not boring.
I know, but it's very underrated because people want more of an instant gratification. Some people take a Valium, all that stuff. So mine is cake right now. So we lasted one day. But we're going to keep trying.
We're going to keep trying.
Go ahead.
It's about effort.
I had a bad suggestion. I said, hey, we're going to have our one date night. And this is how crazy it is. When you don't really want to do something, you try to manipulate a situation and it makes you a crazy person. I was like, it's the middle of July. So today will be our once a week or once a month date night. And then we're like, once a month. And then we're like, does that mean a month from today, like July 12th? Or does that mean August 1st we're lit again and like paying rent? Anyways, I was like, so honey, tonight, I'm like, I'm going to have some cake. You better believe it. And I said, why don't you, okay, don't ever do this to your wife. I said, this is a wine drinker right here. I said, hey, why don't you drink vodka sodas like all the Karens? And she goes, why? Are they good? I go, well, there's no calories. And that's why a lot of women seem to like vodka soda with a lemon, Tito's. She had 3 of those. Holy shit. Where'd my wife go?
Well, first of all, okay. Vodka's always made me mean. Always.
Oh, I know. You're yelling.
Since I was drinking age.
I felt like an abuse. Yeah, I felt abused.
I mean, and then you really can't taste the vodka, and their Tito's is sweet, so they're like delicious. Yeah, and they went down like water.
And
Next thing I know, I was
that being my drink,
abusing my husband.
My drink for 10 years. That was my drink. I called it. I worked with all these gay guys, and they said, "Oh, Aaron's having another chandelier," because it would be vodka soda, no fruit, so it just looked like a crystal chandelier. Another chandelier for Aaron.
So it's back to wine for me.
Yeah, because maybe it's got a few more calories, but Jesus Christ, she's still human.
Right.
Yeah. So vodka's. That's why people, yeah.
So then we went out, and you got a burger, and you said you were going to eat half of it.
This is what
hold on, and take half of it home. And then when the one half was gone, you said, well, man, I just ate the small half of my burger.
That's what's happening. I am so delusional about not wanting to stop eating the way I'm eating that I was rationalizing that I didn't cut the burger evenly, and I happened to pick up the left side, which was smaller, kind of like how one boob is smaller than the other. I picked the wrong side. Anyway, so I proceeded to eat the other half of that burger. So whatever. I mean, I did that with a shirt. I bought a really nice shirt, and it was a XXL. And I was like, well, I can't lose any weight right now. This shirt costs a lot of money, and it won't fit me if I lose 20 pounds. So, dude, I need help. I need help, but we're working on it.
We're working on it. So we woke up this morning and we walked down to the lake and we went in the water. We jumped in the water. That was great.
It's great. All
so
that stuff.
beautiful.
The way to start a day, if you can, with all this shit going on, wake up. You wake up when you wake up, which happens to still be before 8 a.m. for me, but that's still not 4:30 in the morning. Wake up, hang out, get a little romantic maybe for all you couples out there. And
Class is off.
Go to Starbucks.
Should I show the people how you woke up today?
That's how
Aaron woke up.
That's how I woke up. Look at me. I'm looking like I'm spooning you in my dream, but I'm just like, my legs are perfect. Look at those panties I have on.
And if you look at, they're not panties. If you look at that, like the whole sheet is off the bed. He's somehow managed in his sleep to pull the entire sheet off the bed. And that lump next to him is not me. I'm taking the picture. That lump next to him is my dog.
Yeah, of course it's you. What do you think? It's TMZ in our bedroom?
It's my dog.
And guaranteed 100% my arm that's under my neck is completely numb right now.
For sure.
Because I've been laying my fat head on it probably for 6 hours. Easy. So when I got up, I probably could not feel my shoulder for like the first hour.
This is how I woke up. James, will you show the other picture?
Yeah.
This is how I woke up this morning.
Photoshop. That's Photoshop.
That's not Photoshop.
You could tell the sky's fake.
It's not. That's where we practice. So Hilltop Yoga Chicago, that's where we do our outside classes. I'm pitching. It's behind the Clock Tower Cafe. And most of my classes are outside, so come.
What are you plugging the studio?
I did. So also, on our way on our date night, we saw the craziest thing I've ever seen with just full confidence.
This is the thing. Okay, I'll tell you the story about this guy. And the world has went wild, I think. And this guy walked in. He did not look like a homeless person loitering or going into a building that he was going to get kicked out of. He had a pretty decent tote bag around his shoulder, but he had a T-shirt on, and I shit you not, he had a pair of tightie-whities on walking down the street.
He had no T-shirt on. He had no shirt on.
With sandals on. So I really think, honestly, he was like, I can wear these on the street because it's covering my genitals.
He was full on in his drawers.
And he walked into a really nice apartment building. And if you're in Chicago, the Mariano's on Broadway right there in like Roscoe or something. He rolled in. I think he lives there. They're probably like, hello, sir. Good to see you home in your tightie-whities.
Yeah, in his underpants.
Or he's out of his mind.
That's possible too. But he did not seem it. He seemed like he was going home.
Everyone is stressing out a little bit.
Yeah.
Or just doing different things.
Yeah.
I was in the Aldi parking lot. I saw a guy clearly homeless, but maybe just recently homeless. I think this is back to mental health. This was not just like some drug addict. It was like this guy was having some problems and had a meltdown. He had a mattress that was still in the plastic that I think he bought and put in the parking lot behind the Target there. And he had his laptop, which probably wasn't connected to the internet since he was outside. But he looked like a model, basically. He looked like he was at a model shoot. He looked like a model playing a homeless person. And that's how sad it is right now. There are people what happened? Did he forget to take lithium for like a week? What is going on? So I just feel like we need to start, we have to make sure we're helping each other out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just trying to be nice to everyone. You see me with my mask on, those eyes are smiling at you. This guy needs a little love.
Okay, so
what?
This morning when I'm just outing Aaron today. This morning,
it's fine.
When we went to the beach, he's always kind of grumpy about, getting in the water, and he didn't want to wear a swimsuit. So I jump in the water and the dogs are having fun. And so he wants to get in the water, which that's great. But now he doesn't have a swimsuit on. Now he has shorts on with underpants. Aaron will not get in the water with underpants on. He refuses to wear underpants in the water.
Yeah. Has anyone ever felt when you have wet underwear and stuck to your butt cheeks, it starts itching like you jumped in fiberglass?
So he had to take a towel. I brought a little towel for the dogs. He put a little towel around his waist and had to change.
Take his underwear off. I've seen a lot of people do it. Women do it mostly.
Well, we're good at it.
Yeah,
we can.
Because when you bend over, your gut doesn't get in the way and you don't fall over. So you got to be able. Oh my
God! At one point, your whole butt was hanging, even though you have the towel around.
Honestly,
the front.
I think we should get over that anyways. We should be able to change at the beach and be naked, as long as you're not just flapping your shit around in the
Yeah, there's kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And stuff. You can't just say yeah.
Definitely, yeah. I don't want that.
No.
What about those two kids with that hair? Their hair was not even. It was more than a ginger. Those two. They were on. I was like, get those kids out of the sun before they disintegrate.
Like Twilight. Like
And
the
clearly
vampires.
the red came from the dad because the woman looked like she was Italian. I go, those kids got nothing. Unless she was the nanny. You think it was the nanny?
No, it didn't seem like it. I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, what color was that hair? It was like raggedy and orange.
It was red. It was red hair.
Red hair.
For sure.
So yeah, I went swimming. That was great. We're back. We're recording and you're hearing us babble.
Yeah. You chafed on your way home, but you didn't complain too much.
Does anybody else have that problem? Is it really that I've gained weight where my legs are rubbing against each other? Are these the things I didn't worry about when I was just pull it off the rack and wear it out of the store? Little skinny skater.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the only reason. I need to get hold of some keto cookies, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah, what do you think they make keto cookies?
I
out of?
have no idea.
It's probably cauliflower and Splenda or something.
That's very possible.
What's the filling of these keto Oreos? Cauliflower.
That's very possible.
I showed you that clip of that comedian. He's like, Andy Hayes, like, can we just talk about the year cauliflower's having? It's very funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
How about trying to pick up your gum this morning, babe?
Is this really just an interview to
Sorry,
see?
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, the gut is in the way. The gut is in, and it's
I'm not
even,
picking on you. I love you.
No. So I can't even imagine.
You pick on you, and then
I can't even imagine how people I know, how fat they are, that they probably just don't pick shit up. Because when I bend over and I'm 250, it cuts the air off, and I have to hold my breath.
So we're in the car on the way here. Somehow, your gum jumped out of your mouth and landed between your feet as you were driving.
This is what happened, because maybe I was having a stroke. I rolled my window down to spit my gum out, but when I rolled the window down, that messed my coordination up. So then I said something, but at the same time, my head was turned the other way, and then the gum just fell out of my mouth. So there wasn't like a 1-2 spit the gum out. It was like, hey, whoa. And then it was down by my foot. Check out check out the man-child story. I'm trying to pick my gun up. But then I picked up the gum. I got out of the car, actually. We got to a stoplight. Got out of the car like we were playing. What do they call that when they change seats? You can't say it now.
Oh, you can't say it.
Oh my God, because they called it a Chinese fire drill for some reason, which is so racist.
You told me not to say it, and then you just said it.
Because it's not my fault. Someone else said, I go, yeah, that's racist. Chinese fire. Why is it Chinese?
I don't know.
Why is it a fire drill?
But you could call it.
I missed my Yankee hat.
You could call it the clown car too, because clowns do that too. You know, they shove as many people as they can in there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's me sleeping.
Look at that. You guys,
story.
Everybody follow me. Look at my sad new Instagram with 225 followers and 1,800 followers, which still isn't a lot, but please give me my account back. How do I get it back?
I don't know.
I emailed them
Is it in your stories or the man-child story?
Man-child.
Sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, I hope I can get that back some. Oh, there it is. I spit my gum out on the floor on accident. I can't pick it up because I'm too fat.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Just exercise.
An exercise.
Man-child of the yogi in just a few minutes. Don't do it while you're driving.
What the fuck? You got out of the car?
You got out of the car. Every time you bent over.
Oh my God, I'm such a fat fuck.
Every time you bent over, you went.
Dude, it's getting back. You guys.
I know. I'm doing it. We're working out together.
Anyone that's known me back 10 years ago, I got to get back to that skinny. But I wasn't fat 5 years ago.
I think you look healthy, dude.
I'm healthy.
I love you.
It's just the weird.
Adorable.
Thank you. It's just the weird. It's the
funny.
weird side. The side view. Sometimes, you catch a side view in the mirror, and you're like, oh no, like.
Listen, women that have all kinds of shit too. All of a sudden, you have two bellies. All of a sudden, your butt turns into your back butt. All of a sudden, your arms like, I'm really strong. Should I do it? I'm really strong.
I know you are. Don't do that because then.
It irritates when I make muscles.
You know those couples that work out together.
Yeah, we could be that. We could be those couples. We could be that.
And wear you'd wear like a baseball hat.
No, I'd still be me.
Nothing against baseball hats.
But anyways, we get like this thing that you can play with. It's just not fun. But the truth is, we're getting older. What are we gonna do about it? I mean, that's just the truth.
And that's the thing is I actually don't have a problem. It never affected what I was doing, and now it is. For me to have to take something back to a store 3 times because you can't try stuff on right now. I'm like, I'll just grab that extra large then. You can get it and put it on and go, whoa, that's revealing.
Yeah. I mean, we can do better. We're going to do better. I think we're already doing better this week. So
We are.
yeah. So I think we're good. We're on the right track.
No, we've been happy in a lot of ways. I mean, obviously, not doing enough comedy. Got some stuff coming up, but like, spending time with family. My stepson, Hilary's boy, like made us dinner last night.
It was so sweet.
Watching the
it was
kids,
so good too.
Watching the kids do productive shit and just kind of believing in themselves. That's what it's all about.
It's great.
Because it makes me almost wish I had my own little cunt a long time ago.
Oh my God.
Just my little shit. Come here, you little shit. But I gotta have your ex-husband's little pieces of shit, and they're good, and I love them.
They're yours and mine.
You know what I mean, though. It's like there probably is something to having your own little babies, but
there is definitely.
That ship has sailed.
Oh, for sure.
Ooh, they would
Unless
be
you're going to divorce me and marry someone that's 20.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little chromosomes, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little chromosomes.
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
Is that obnoxious?
I just don't. Sometimes you're just
how is it
horribly embarrassing.
No.
You did something on the street today. I don't even know. Sometimes you just don't even understand what you say.
It was on my favorite show last night. That's horrible acting, but
Kingdom.
Sometimes if the baby is too large, it means that there's a what? Remember we were talking about it. And that usually happens probably with old
because
sperm.
I teach prenatal yoga, it's a chromosomal abnormality, so they do an amniocentesis. So then you were asking me all those questions.
So that's why I brought it up, not because I'm making fun of people that have less chromosomes.
Let's stop, because the more you talk, the worse it's going to get.
Let's talk about that.
Let's
talk about that for a second. By me just bringing that up, that makes me like, oh, you're crass, or you're talking about you're being mean.
It's crass. It's just, I get it. This is the man child and the yogi, right?
No, but
you are the man child, and you're also a comedian. So,
but that doesn't mean.
Talk about.
But there's a lot of comedians
who
who wouldn't think that was funny.
I would never. I don't know. There are things you say that I would never say.
But just bringing up actual factual things. A lot of people that are too old to have children. There's more complications, so that's a true thing.
Let's actually talk about that, because I had this conversation with my prenatal apprentice. This is crazy, and the language needs to change, because it's men that are running the field, and it needs to flip on its head, because at 35 years old, if you're pregnant, they call that a geriatric pregnancy.
Right.
That's literally what it's called. That's straight up bullshit.
But why are
women are not? You got me started. Women are not really even thinking about having babies now until 30. We're having, before all this, but we're having careers, and then we're starting our families. It's not the opposite way around like it used to be. Right. Get off your phone.
I'm taking it off airplane mode.
Yeah. Anyway, so I feel like that is horribly rude and needs to be changed. There's a lot that needs to change.
Okay, here's another example. And this is why we have to not be so sensitive about just bringing stuff up. I'm not trying to oh my God, I'm right or wrong. But okay, my age and the amount of ecstasy I did in my 20s, it would be dangerous for me to have a child, I think. There's a lot of risk involved.
I agree.
So that's a fact. So for me saying that doesn't mean that I'm, oh my God, you're making fun of.
No, I didn't say that. But no, I agree that's true. I agree that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
And you and I bumped into that. Real talk. We had that conversation about how this podcast needs to be real as well. And you and you brought it up. You and I did miscarry right at the beginning of our relationship. And that was sad.
Yeah.
And we would have had a little nugget, but it wasn't in the cards. So there it
wasn't
is.
in the cards. Now it's not in the cards. So we were.
Oh my God, no, because I have no fallopian tubes.
What's a fallopian tube?
That would be impossible. For real.
No, but good for people that are having, whatever. There's adopting. I think even more dangerous is adopting children when you're 50, because if you've seen a 50-year-old try to chase around a 2-year-old, it's wild to watch.
Well, I don't think that's so much about adoption. Older people are having babies.
Not into their 50s.
Yes, they certainly are. So maybe a 50-year-old dad and a 30-something-year-old mom.
Yeah, the dads. Yeah.
And yeah, that's why grandparents, but I think that's lovely too. I think that's so beautiful. And they keep you young. It's if you're older, you have something that has this life and this rejuvenate. I'm sure it's exhausting as well, but
it is. You had 2 kids.
Well, no, but I mean, even older, it keeps you young.
It's definitely a
But
young man's game.
That's why grandparents always say, I love being a grandparent because I can play with them all day and then give them back.
It depends on who their kid is, because you see a lot of grandparents raising people's kids.
That is absolutely true and really admirable. And I love them for doing that. I think it's amazing.
But because I've met a lot of people in those situations because of my upbringing, but you realize that this is my whole thing with a lot of people become better as they get older because they're just tired of their old behaviors, and so some things just go away, kind of like, and my uncle's like, I quit drinking. I was like, oh, you going to meetings? He's like, no, I just got sick of opening the cans. Like, just some people's attitude is like, I don't have the energy to be an asshole anymore. Same thing with, like, usually if a grandma is taking care of her daughter or son's kids, she did some shit when she was younger that messed up her kid. There's not, you know what I mean? So it's
I don't agree with that always. I mean, I'm sure that, yes, of course, that exists.
I just think,
but I don't agree. That's
I
always
see
the
that a
case.
lot where it's like, oh yeah, she's a great grandma. Huh? You should have seen her as my mom. I mean, that's even my mom says sometimes. I mean, it's like it's not easy. There's always something that maybe makes kids fall short that it has to do with the parents.
I don't know. I feel like every human eventually takes their own path, and no matter how good the parent might be, that kid is still on its own path. And I mean, the hard part as a parent, I think, is not being able to, when they're grown, not being able to help or fix or steer that path anymore because it's theirs. All you can do is love them and be there and be supportive.
And try to, because you worry about how, if you raise your kids till they're 18 and then they're on their way, that's good. But if they're not, then let's say another 10 years go by, and then you're talking about the parents being in the twilight of their life, and they're thinking about being dead soon. That brings it to our topic. Where less,
God.
it's more over
this.
than it is beginning. But you're still trying to get somebody else into the world, which is like, okay, I'm only gonna be alive for 10 more years. Can you get it together? And then
Aaron loves to do death math. It's always about how many years I'm going to be alive.
Statistically, in my family,
to the situation that we're in.
Well, because I think it has a lot. Like for you, the math is good because your grandma's like 95,
and my other grandparents live to be over 100.
Yeah, so you're good.
I don't know if I want to be that old. Like, shit goes sideways.
Well, that's
not just your body.
Well, that brings me back to all the fun I had in my 20s. There's no way that I'm going to be sharp as a Ginsu if I'm 80. I'm going to have some forgetfulness for sure. Does everyone know what a Ginsu knife is? Is that too dated of a commercial?
I don't know. I think they're still around. All right,
I don't know. I don't know what's worse though. If we're both still kicking around together and you're like, we're taking care of each other, like I'm sure we will. Would you prefer that? Would you prefer that I have loose bowels or loose?
Okay, no,
brain?
I'm not talking about brain.
Brain
for sure.
Okay, you wish I was just nuts.
Yes, absolutely. Because I'm done. Changing diapers.
So now that you said that, you're going to will that into it. Know what it's going to be? I'm going to be out of my mind screaming on the toilet.
No, I don't know. I mean, the idea when you marry someone, right, is that you grow, or whatever, is that you grow old together. But I mean, I watched my grandparents do that, and it was really sweet. They loved each other until my papa's last day.
I mean, they're an exception to the rule. I mean, because he was with it almost all the way, and then he finally just and he really did just die of old age.
Yeah, married like almost 80 years. 80 years.
No, my
with
God,
somebody.
they were not married 80
73 years.
Get a real
74.
number. Do the math. Get a real number.
Listen,
he died when he was
math.
93. They met when they were 21.
No.
No, they got married when they were 10? Go ahead.
I don't know.
Tell a lie. Go ahead.
No.
Exaggerate. How big was the
I
fish?
do believe it was like 73 years. I think that's correct.
It was 69, I believe, your favorite number.
I don't
69.
think it was. I don't think it was. I think it was over 70. Anyways, doesn't matter. So I was talking about this with my dad yesterday. So we love the people that we marry. That's why we marry them, right? But nobody wants to spend all day, every day with that person.
Oh, no.
And we were talking about COVID and how the golf courses are full. But he was like, yeah, but if you look at who's golfing, it's usually the couple, because you're not supposed to really be around other people. So you can't really, he said, I can't really escape my wife because she comes golfing with me.
Oh, that's what Bruce was saying. Your dad was saying.
Yeah, and they were making jokes. It was a joke. They're making
Oh, so
jokes
they're
about
actually leaving the house though?
Yeah, they're golfing.
Right.
It's outside, so because it's outside.
This is the thing. Anybody that says they want to be around their special person 24 hours a day is out of their mind. We love
out of
each
their
other.
mind, or they're just beginning their life together.
Well, not. I mean, they call those the salad days. And the thing is I don't know. It's
called
like
the honeymoon
because it's
days.
light salad day. I don't know. Maybe someone said it was a salad. Anyways, my point is, shut up. It's a salad with cucumbers, shallots, red wine vinegar, salt, pepper, maybe a little Dijon for creaminess.
Okay, keep going.
It's just that if you're more real about it, like I don't want to be around anybody else, but the thought that I want to be me and you like checking in, up to the minute reports all the time would ruin any marriage. It's just not
For
fun.
real.
I mean, often when you go to Michigan on Saturday and I don't have anything going on, you're going to Michigan tomorrow?
So look how he's looking forward to it.
I'm not
because he knows.
No, I'm not
that as soon as I leave, he's going to order a pizza and a cake.
No, that's not what I'm doing. This is the thing, and it doesn't mean I don't like to snuggle too, but if I know that if she's safe and gone and I'm laying in a king size bed, spread eagle, like a goddamn what do they call those things?
A spread eagle?
no, but then when the arms have the shadows, it's like always those shirts, like the kippy shirts. It's like shows someone laying like this, but then it shows like the little. You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking
like you're
about.
like almost like you're like a dial or something. Like you're laid out like that, like a sundial almost. I don't know.
All right.
I was trying to relate to your granola analogies.
Oh my God.
No, but seriously, because the thing is, this is what's great. Because I'm not on bullshit. I'm not trying to fuck around or get drunk when you're gone or do anything. So I'm just sitting there being happy. Like, I know you're safe. We're good. And I'm going to fucking sit there and yell at the TV or do whatever and sleep and wake up.
Yeah, no, it's nice for me too. I used to always tell people that I get the best of both worlds because
It smells good, James.
It does smell
It's
good.
like pancakes.
Pancakes.
It is pancakes.
Fuck out of
We say
here.
that every time he lights it because it is pancakes.
Wrap a little sausage in there.
I said I get the best of both worlds because we get to be away from each other for a couple of days a week.
Yeah.
And then we miss each other. So when we're back together, it's like usually pretty sweet and like, you miss your person. It's good to kind of miss your person sometimes.
For sure.
It is.
And there's also to quote Tom Stoppard, my favorite playwright. Remember the one he did about the couples, I forget the name of it now, but he said you have to love something in your life that you love that's not about me or not worth loving. It's really true. So your grind, your hustle makes me think that I got a real woman. You know what I mean?
You did.
You did.
I'm a real
You know what I mean? I think there's this thing, like you got to be able to be like, you got to be kind of impressed with your person. You know what I mean? Which I think is important. And that doesn't mean it's shallow things. It's just kind of like, but I like or just like how a woman sometimes is attracted to, this isn't me because you're attracted to other things, but a guy that like really can take care of someone that's like, fix stuff or like just be a real guard dog or whatever to a family. That's comforting to someone. So you got to have that thing where it's like, but that's the one, that's the person that makes it click,
You do.
Whereas Val Kilmer said in Heat, sun sets and rises with it, brother. Love that fucking movie.
God. He loves terrible old
You're going to tell me that
movies.
Heat's a bad movie? Please, somebody. Oh, so good. Except for the scenes with him and Pacino whack, but dude, Heat, Tom Sizemore, the bank robberies, De Niro, let it bleed. It's not your money, it's the bank's money.
Oh, I just hit my burn. I burned myself so bad.
Yeah.
With my curling iron. I have 3 scars. This is a terrible burn.
Any women out there, friends of Hilaire, or just strangers that can write in and teach her how to use a curling iron?
It's really bad.
Maybe a 14-year-old from Jersey, some girl, but it's like she will burn herself every time on a curling iron.
Terrible. And then I practiced yesterday, and Astavikrasana pulled the skin off of it, so now it's extra bad.
Let's tell everybody what Astavikrasana is.
Astavikrasana. What do you think it is?
Sounds like a cronut. Sounds like delicious.
You say that every time. Astavikrasana.
I know it's something to do with a
arm-
handstand, but I don't know why you would rub your hand when you did it.
It's not a handstand. It's an arm balance where your legs are around one arm and your ankles are bound and your arm balance.
What about my favorite move that I call Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump? Because it looks like your legs are gone. What is it?
Kukutasana.
Kukutasana.
Or
Lieutenant Dan. Gary
anything that's
Sinise.
in an word Padmasana you.
Let's give a shout out to Gary Sinise. Love
You
him. He's from Chicago.
call that.
Doesn't he have a band too? Does anybody know?
He does have a band. It's called Lieutenant Dan. It's called Lieutenant Dan's Band.
Yes, I need to go see them.
All right.
What do you mean, all right? Hillary, first of all, we're recording.
I need to be in the sunshine.
No,
it's like in the middle of the day.
We're recording. We're recording today because we missed yesterday. We got slammed. Everybody was slammed. But for her to record in the middle of the day, she really, really loves you guys because she needs to be in the sun at all times. Almost sometimes I go, it's fine. You go to lay in the sun. I won't.
It's not about laying in the sun. I practice out there. I work out there. The sunshine makes me feel happier. That's the absolute truth.
All right, well, we'll get to it.
My mood is better when there's sunshine.
What time do we start?
Like you can feel people's energy. Like 2 days ago when it rained and it was super gloomy, people changed. Like we feel that. And with COVID as well and everyone's mental health, basically in the toilet, we're all struggling. And when the sun's out, everybody's a little better.
And don't forget about the other things they could be worried about.
And all the other stuff like life that we have to worry about every single day.
Super gonorrhea.
Not
Sorry.
that.
You guys look it up. It's bad.
Not that.
So, yes. So we are going to end it early. Not early. I don't know what it is, but I want to talk. So I'm on the road next Friday and Saturday. Go to aaron-putnam.com for tickets. Me, Dale McPeak, Blake Burkhart are going to Cincinnati and Columbus. It's going to be great. We're also going to have a special 2 bonus episodes next week and live with a friend of mine who struggles with heroin addiction, and he's a good kid, and he's going to tell us a story about what got him all fucked up and living in Naperville and how it's not all peas and carrots out there.
Yeah, we're going to have a couple of really great guests on that.
What do you got, baby?
One. I mean, it's weird to say I'm excited about that one, but I think it's going to be really important. Oh my God, so many trainings. So please know there are virtual options for all of these, but September in Chicago is 500-hour teacher training. So if you're a 200, 300 and you want to keep going, jump in. November, I will do a full virtual training, 200 followed by 500. And then there'll be more after that I'll be able to announce. I will be training every single month of the year through 2021 and probably forever. So check out the website, hilltopyoga.com. Yeah, you guys, right now we do have classes too. So we're sort of open. We're allowed to have 6 students inside. 7 is our max. It's been really small though. So like 2, 3 inside, which is really sweet. The floor is taped so that you know where to put your mat. And masks on, which isn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. So teacher has a mask to teach. Students have masks on. We're doing it. We're dealing with it. But we have a ton of outdoor classes, like I was saying earlier. So check out the schedule. And then virtual classes still running every day. So all 3 options. Please, not just me, everyone, support small business. The PPPs are running out and people need help. And I didn't get one of those in the first place. So
and when the PPP runs out, people are going to need PPOs.
Yeah, no,
personal protection
it's
orders.
Gonna be a whole,
what?
It's we'll talk about that next time around, but all right. It's gonna create a whole new level of difficult for everybody. So we love you. We miss everybody. We're just gonna keep throwing bonus episodes out. Those are gonna be for our Patreon members. So join our Patreon. That's the only way you're gonna get the extras.
We're gonna post up there today with the Patreon information. Okay, bye.
Shanti, Shanti.
Man, child in the yogi. Listen to them every night. Oh, man, child in the yogi. Listen to them in the morning. Yeah, man, child in the yogi. Listen to them every night. Oh.
So I need to find his days off because he's 19 years sober from heroin. So I think it'll be good to get both those perspectives.
Or maybe we can have